Come see this thing 1553, all that's left, still talking about it, Yasslighting Fallout. This is a series where I summarize rantatonne posts made up of at least 3 things I've read, seen, or heard. First question, you realize this is the best that they have. Perception matters, and it is attached to certain groups in certain ways because we just kind of collectivize things. It's the thing that we do. Generalizations help us just to navigate society without having to be very specific. But when it comes to people on the socio-political left of the United States of America or the socio-political right, it's not good to just go on like TikTok, social media, or do those man on the street where you can edit things. Like those people are normally used as, oh, this is what that entire side is. But when you actually think about it, is that really a good representation of anyone? Not really, but the 3 people in this video about a recent DEI hearing in the House of Representatives of the United States of America kinda are. One is Melanie Stansbury. She's a representative from New Mexico. She puts up a chart, which I guess one of her unionized aides put up, and it adds up to 110. And when it's pointed out, she's just like, this is from Quinnipiac. Like, no, it's 110. It's wrong. Next is Dr. Sean Harper, who's an educationalist who has studied and attended and taught at several prestigious institutions. And I can understand his consternation with the Trump administration, since their dismantling of DEI is something that's going to directly affect his racializing of things, and he's been awarded with millions to do this, so I'd be kind of salty too. Then there's Representative Latifah Simon, who's gatekeeping the use of Martin Luther King Jr. to, I guess, just people on the left, regressives and things like that. Then she goes on and accuses Trump and other people on the right to be wanting to regress society back to when there's divisions based off of race, sex, gender, things like that, when that is literally what DEI does. It says, let's just have black graduations, let's just have black people talking to black people about black things, like she's saying you have to be part of the culture, to quote Martin Luther King Jr. These are people who IRL have been selected and picked to be representatives of these people, awarded as speaking for the left, for that culture, for that sort of mindset. And that's connected to the second video in this section, which is Little Platoon reviewing the first 2 episodes of the Ironheart Marvel TV show, which, remember, this being a Disney product, has millions backing it, was planned for years, scripted out, and hired the appropriate people to represent this most geniusist in the Marvel universe who uses her black girl stem to join a vigilante group and steal from people instead of figuring out a way to earn billions from it. Because capitalism bad? If I didn't have the example of the 3 people that I mentioned before in IRL, like this is the people that they choose, I would think this was made by somebody on the political right with the intention to lampoon regressive ideology and black women in general. Next question, how many of the verifiable Epstein links have you heard of? Daryl Cooper joins Tucker Carlson in this section to talk about the things that he has actually researched and proven has evidence about how Jeffrey Epstein is linked to other people. And the implications of what's really going on here, it makes me understand why people want to ignore this, because it's the kind of thing that forces you to not be able to ignore the things you pretend you haven't seen. Next question, are women who like men the best at getting men to like women? Even though I disagree with a lot of what those people in the first section believe, I try to understand them because I think we identify the same issues but have a disagreement on how to solve them. So there's a chance of coming together for the greater good of society. On the other hand, when it comes to people like Epstein who engage in chaotic evil for the sake of evil, I want to understand that better so I can avoid it. In relation to that, this section covers women trying to understand that even though they've achieved financial and professional success or have a certain level of beauty, they're unable to obtain the sort of romantic relationship they think they deserve. And I think here it's a situation where perception matters as usual.